I wanted to hop on here. What a pretty cool live stream Neil Johnson just did. And one of the things I noticed he was saying is there's a lot of people out there whining and crying, upset, we're never going to win attitude. You know what? Negative thoughts bring negative consequences. Positive thoughts are what winners think. You got to think positive. You got to fight to the end, to the last punch. Hang in there. Things are going to get better, some sooner or later. And Jesus is coming back. Maybe we won't even be here to see any change in it, but we got to think more positive. And I'm guilty as hell of doomsday stuff too. It just overwhelms me, and I'll start, going on a rant and everything. But you know what? Somehow, some way, you got to keep looking up. The world's turned to shit in no time, didn't it? But just try to stay positive. You ain't good to anybody or anything, to help our country if we're all, in a negative zone, not thinking positive. And you keep trying to keep on keeping on. The Democrats really ran us into the damn ground, but we're gonna have to fight back from the position we're in, which is literally, they almost got a death hold on us. They're choking us out, but we can do it. We can turn this thing around. It's already starting to turn around a little bit politically. Like, it's landslide. Trump's going to probably win the election, I would have to believe, unless they don't allow the election by having some kind of major emergency. But again, you got to stay positive and keep talking to God. God's pretty much the only thing you got that's really for sure going to help this country and every one of us. This could be the end of the world for all we know coming up. I believe it is. I believe we're right at the edge of tribulation, yet the whole way through I'm going to stay as positive as I can. If we get stuck here, I'm going to still try to do whatever God has in mind for me. There is a remnant. Maybe you're part of it, maybe I'm part of it, who knows. But you might as well keep doing what you can do to stay on the positive side of life, because otherwise the darkness will swallow you up and you'll be bitter, sad, and basically have no power over the dark energy that seems to be swallowing up our world. There is a way to stop that, and it's believe in Jesus Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the light, and through him all things can be done. And I mean, you look at the odds of back in the Bible, David standing against a giant and a whole army was right behind him, and his men, David's men, were standing on the sidelines. David went out to fight this Goliath. Well, that's all we're doing right now. But you know what? That ain't nothing. If you got God, you got everything. That's the key. So stay positive, hang in there, and I would advise go take a quick look at that live stream. I think Neil Johnson just did. He was talking to people in the comments section. He was saying that things look bad, but you can't piss and moan and whine. I mean, you can a little bit, but don't let it take you to hell down, because you're a human being. Everybody's going to have moments where they're down and out, but mostly you got to stay locked into positivity and keep looking up. And yeah, damn right it's hard. I come on here and rant. This is like what do you call that? Purging all the anger in my soul to get it the hell out. When I get on here, and you'll hear me go off about stuff, because I'm a human being just like you guys. It's really disheartening to see all the corruption and the filth and just the bull crap that's going on in the world. But you gotta keep hanging in there. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, hop on here and say that it's always darkest before the dawn type of thing. Jesus is coming back. Things are going to turn the other way. And I also wanted to hop on here and say, anybody that was at the live stream I did a few minutes ago, I guess it was about an hour ago. I was walking along the edge of the woods there in a park, just looking for stuff that would be edible plants and things like that. I'm going to do that more. I saw something I thought was violets. It wasn't. I looked at the flower right after I filmed that. It's not. However, it had the same shape of a leaf. It was yellow. There is a yellow violet. It's in the family of violets. I think it's a viola. Or it's an edible flower. Matter of fact, I think we've used them in at work. I cook for a living, and at one of the restaurants I was at a while ago, we used them and other edible flowers. Anyway, got way off the point there. I'm probably going to try to do a few live streams, walking in the woods and just looking at plants and trying to identify them, foraging, and trying to sharpen my skills again. Because if you don't get out there and start trying to do stuff like that, you kind of forget things. I mean, I'm older too. I'm a lot older than probably half the people out in the audience, and I noticed it's hard to remember. I guess you get so much knowledge, not knowledge, but thoughts and things going around in your head that you don't have room for everything. So your brain kind of knocks stuff out. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying with the live stream and walking in the woods. I think that'd be pretty cool. Identifying stuff, checking out for wildlife. Also, I'm probably going to, as soon as spring comes in a little more, head up to Gettysburg Battlefield and narrate different parts of the battlefield. I really know Gettysburg pretty well. It's interesting. I always liked it. I've been going up there for years and years. Big Civil War buff, and I'm going to do some other stuff, once the weather's actually really nice. So I'm trying to get started now or soon. So I'm going to end this here. I just want to tell you, go out and check that live stream out if it's still up. He just ran it through at the end. And he's talking about Fannie Willis. Judge shut her case down. Like 5 charges or 6 charges were dropped off of Trump. Their arguments are falling apart. It's all coming to an end. I mean, this complete corruption, everybody knows it. But like I was just saying in the beginning of this live stream here, try to stay positive and hang in there. And I'll tell you, it's a challenge for me. But you gotta try. Anyway, have a good one. I'll probably do a couple videos later. I got something I gotta take care of right now. Thanks for coming. Please thumbs up on the way out and subscribe. Have a good day.